Okay, I don't know if anybody will come back, but I'm back. Hello, I don't know if anybody's here. It says all you peoples are still in chat, but it says there are 0 viewers, so let's see. Okay, well, I'll just knit. This is an even row. Making sure I've got everything turned back on the way it's supposed to be. And Twitch looks okay. Okay. Oh, here comes some people. Welcome back. Welcome back. Oh, I remember what I was going to do. Turn that there. Okay. Hey there. I crashed apparently. And I promise that I didn't hit the end stream button when I came back from break. My computer just locked up on me. I'll be so happy when I can set up the new one. I was thinking about just go ahead and set it up, but I don't trust this table to hold the monitor. So I kind of want to wait until I get the new table instead of the little wobbly one. Okay, we're on the next. 1, 2, 3, 4. Decrease. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Well, it looks like we lost some people. Maybe they'll come back. Oh, there's some more. Welcome back. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Two, three, four. Welcome back. Three, four. You didn't miss much. I came back from break and my computer crashed. And it took me a minute to get back. I may have said some bad words, but that wasn't on stream. And you guys are all different colors now. At least on my my Streamlabs chat. One of the things who got in trouble. Nobody got in trouble. I was just annoyed at my computer. One of the things I've been thinking about for when I do get set up, get the new computer set up and everything, is whether or not the USB cord on this camera is going to be long enough for setting up the way I anticipate for spinning. And I wonder if there is such a thing as USB extension cords. There must be, because there are people who have USB cameras set up like across the room from their computer. So I will have to research that. Oh, decrease row. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Welcome back as people wander back in. Sorry about the technical difficulties. And you know, I want to thank you guys so much. I feel a lot lighter, if that makes sense. Today was really rough, and I feel a lot better. And that's, you know, that's you guys. Okay, even around. Well, you guys are awesome. I'm glad that my stream doesn't attract assholes. It attracts really good people. Knock on wood. Or wood laminate, as the case may be. You really are. Humble too. Yes, absolutely humble. There's nothing wrong with recognizing that you're a good person. Okay, Mike's is all gone. I'm on the lemonade now. Keeping my vitamin C up. It's homemade with quite a lot of lemon and nowhere near enough sugar. So I try not to drool on the microphone. Going to be lurking a bit. Alrighty. 11. We're right back about where we started before, you know, technical difficulties. Okay, I did okay. 1, 2. These rounds go really fast when you get towards the end. 1, 2. 1, 2. Two. And I'm suddenly feeling hungry. So I'm going to have to go find some dinner after we get done here. Not after the hat, though. I'll probably be here another 40-45 minutes. Okay, even round. When I was on break, my husband said that it feels really weird to see his cat on my stream. It's like to realize that his cat is the image of his cat is being transmitted via satellite to homes all over the world. It's like, yeah, she's famous. Okay, last round. Oops. Whack the microphone. Alrighty. One more hat. Done. Yeah, that one will be a little sludgy. So, alrighty. that's the hat. And now moving on to a washcloth that has been sitting in the bottom of a project bag for way too long. This is Knit Picks Dishy, and I've heard people on Ravelry rave about it, but I had not ever tried it. I like it a lot better than Peaches and Cream or Sugar and Cream. And I got these colors to match a friend's bathroom. Wanted to make her a set of washcloths, and they're all rumpled up. Set of washcloths and then some little face scrubbies. And then this one, and then white to kind of go with her bathroom. And it's supposed to be for her birthday, which has passed, but it took a while to get the yarn. And then I got distracted by quarantine and streaming. And oh, hey, what size are these? Oh God, I can't see. Can you guys read that? Focus. Nope, I can't read it. I think it's 8 though. I need to find. So anyway, this is where the size 8 circulars went. I need to figure out where the size 7s went, because I need them for hats. Will it have a border? No. In this particular, this is my favorite washcloth pattern. I was going to say I sort of made it up. It was a friend after her grandmother died, and they were going through her grandma's house. She found a half-completed sweater from the 70s that was knit in this stitch bill. It's like a rib that has a garter break every however many rows, and it's once you get it wet, it stretches out quite a bit. It'll be a lot bigger, so it'll be more like this size. The garter rows prevent the rib from sucking in as much as this ribbing typically does. So I knit a lot, but of these washcloths. And I had done a bunch of them. I had some unbleached worsted weight cotton that was organic grown in the USA, and sold a ton of them as like spa cloth. But you gotta market them right, spa cloth or face cloth, not dish rag. Because I can get $5 for a spa cloth or a cloth or a face cloth, but not for people won't give you more than $1 for a dish rag, and I'm sorry, but the yarn costs more than that. So it's not a high profit margin item, and I do more for gifts than I do for sale. I made a bunch of them for my stepdaughter so she could have. When she first worked here, when she first moved here, she was talking about getting her own place, getting a job and getting her own place as soon as possible. And was still kind of talking about that around the holidays, so I made her a bunch of washcloths so she would have washcloths when she moved out. But the way things have gone, I don't think she's moving out anytime soon, and that's fine. But she still has her washcloths. This This one is, it's like it's marled. It's like a ply of white and a ply of blue. And it, my eyes are finding it to be a little busy right at the moment. I'm not sure why. Maybe because I had an adult beverage. But thank you, Made on the Hook. I think it's pretty too. So we'll just do this until the end of stream. We've got about a half an hour left. I didn't figure that there would be enough hat to last a whole stream since we had started that one the last time. Feels weird after using straight needles so much recently. My hands are like blah. I have to think about how many rows. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I do 6 rows of rib and then 2 rows of knit all the way across. Two, 3, 4. So 2 more. When I haven't done these for a while, then it's like I forget. It's like, now how many? I have it written down somewhere. Unlike a lot of my patterns, I actually have it written down somewhere. Hey, Mumgiver, I have not seen you in forever. I am better. I had a rough day, but people here in chat are amazing, and I feel a lot better. How are you? Have you been streaming? I haven't stumbled across you in a while. Okay, so we're going to knit across this one. Apparently. You know what? I'm going to look at the instructions for a second. Oh. Okay. I think the previous row should have been a knit row. But we're gonna just do this and see how it looks. Oh, yep, that's too much. Okay, we're gonna go back a row. Crafty was in here last night, I think, just before I was heading off. But I was thinking I hadn't seen any of y'all in a while. Been taking care of some stuff. Yeah, we gotta do what we gotta do. Well, my new computer did arrive. I don't remember if I had it the last time I saw you, but I don't have it set up yet. I'm trying to order the table desk counter thing that it's going to sit on. And the website, the IKEA website, was giving me some grief in the checkout process, so that didn't happen today. You're on an increase row and counting, and have increased, but the count isn't going up. Uh-oh. I have that sort of thing happen. Target has a 5% off furniture sale going on. Well, you know what? I have my heart set on this particular piece from IKEA. But if it does not work out, I am going to go look at the Target website. Woohoo! Made on the hook. Finished her lamb. So thank you for that heads up, Birding Mom. I may go look. Or maybe I'll go look first and then try IKEA again. See, it would let me pick it up, but I don't want to pick it up. I want it shipped. Oh, 50% off. That's even better. I'll definitely go look. It actually suggested that I could pick it up from a store somewhere in Texas. That does not help me. Okay, we'll try this again. We're going to knit across. We're going to try to knit across. These needles feel so weird. I normally love them, but they just feel so weird compared to what I've been knitting on lately. Well, and I think I usually do these washcloths on, you know, ginormous straight metal needles. So my kinesthetics memory does not expect it to feel like this. Turn. Turning also feels weird. And excuse me, knit across this row. Tried to set your mom up on grocery delivery because Safeway has 2 weeks out in delivery, but the website kept wanting to deliver to you and using Google to locate your nearest store. It was so frustrating. And then after you got it all set up, kept getting notices and things for her area. You know, that it drives me crazy. You know, they want you to click the thing, that it's okay to share your location, but then it still can't figure out where you are. It's so frustrating. Okay, I don't knit so fast on this, do I? Somebody was commenting the other night that I was knitting fast. This is slippery compared to acrylic yarn on wood needles. This is very, very smooth cotton yarn on very, very slick needles. Feel free to tell me to stop whacking the microphone. You said no, don't use your location, but then it does. Yeah. Yeah, and why did it keep offering me pickup in Texas? I am very, very far away from Texas. You know, and I had just given it my zip code. And to be honest, I would love to go to IKEA. I'd love to have some of those, what are they? Vegetarian meatballs or whatever. Vegetable balls. Because, you know what? I'm allowed to have those. I'd rather have the meatballs, but they have wheat in them. But the vegetable balls in the IKEA restaurant thing are amazing. I'm actually like, can I have 2 servings of those, please? I should just buy a couple bags to bring home. But it never tastes the same. I got really excited when I saw not Cracker Barrel, but I saw Boston Market cream spinach at the grocery store. It tasted nothing like it does in the restaurant. It's like, nope, can't fool me again. But I still do think about buying some of those vegetable balls. But IKEA is like 45 minutes away. I do not get there very often. Okay, this is 2, I think. You know, I keep thinking about the grocery delivery services and thinking that, you know, it seems like a really good idea, but I might have too many control issues about my produce to trust somebody else to pick it out for me, and some employee pick out my tomatoes and package them up for me. And sometimes, you know, I need to stand there and think about which brand of something I want. It's like, well, these are less expensive, but I wonder if they're as good. But boy, you know what? If I couldn't get out and nobody could shop for me, then I think it would be a wonderful option to have. Well, that's good to hear. That's really good to hear, Mom Guyver. I don't know if we can get grocery delivery because we're kind of far from anywhere that would do it. Um, okay, that's row 3. What was I gonna just say? Oh, like, some streamers have this, what's it called, Food Hub or Grubhub maybe? And as a way of tipping them, you can send them pizza or a sub, you pay for it and then it gets delivered to them. And I thought, wow, I bet you that doesn't work here. Nope. There isn't any place in a reasonable distance from me. I don't think I can do Uber Eats either. We can do Uber now, but it's like $30 one way to get anywhere I would want to go. And, I'm sorry, I'm not paying $60 round trip to go to the fabric store. I need that $60 to spend at the fabric store. Birdie Mom says I order my veggies and fruit from the Chi Chi Grocery, which is known for their high-end produce. Sounds snobby, but you get same-day delivery, where Safeway is 4 days out. Oh, that is not a grocery I'm familiar with. We don't really have any of the snobby grocery chains near us. We have some that are better and some that are worse, but we don't have anything I would consider high end. There's like a both Trader Joe's. Now, see, I've never been to a Trader Joe's, so I don't know if they would be considered high end. I put them in the same category with Whole Foods, but Trader Joe's and Whole Foods are both like 45 minutes away. There's a Fresh Time about 15 minutes away, and they might be considered high end, but I haven't been there. Housemate has been there. I don't usually. My husband usually does our grocery shopping, and he's got his familiar stores that he goes to, and that's it. Same day delivery is a good thing. Yeah, I don't want to order my groceries and wait 4 days. Do you have to be home when they deliver? Or will they, can you leave a cooler on the porch? There's a dairy farm near here that will deliver milk, but you have to leave a cooler out for them. And it's really expensive to have it delivered. I really wanted to, though. I tried to talk my husband into it. When I was little, we didn't live anywhere where you could get milk delivered, but where my mom was from, where my grandparents and my aunt and uncle all lived, the milkman would come to your house and drop off the bottles of milk. And I always wanted that. But, they dropped off smaller amounts and you got milk every day. Whereas, the delivery service that we have here, they come to your house once a week. Yes, you are home and they want that. They also have an amazing deli that makes fabulous ready-made like fresh Popeyes. Ooh. I'm thinking about making chicken pot pie. The school's still, we're not quite at the end of the school year yet, and the school is still dropping off food several days a week. And a day or two ago, there was a bag with where they had taken they're taking like big food service quantities of things and divvying them up into smaller portions to include in these deliveries. And there was it was like peas, carrots, and corn, food service quality, still mostly frozen. And I keep looking at that in the fridge and thinking that wants to be a chicken pot pie so bad. So I need to thaw some. And my husband's like, well, there is chicken in the freezer, so I'm gonna have to thaw some chicken and make chicken pot pie, or at least a casserole. The deli at our local grocery store, I worked there at one point for about a year and a half, and some things they do from scratch, and a lot of things like the potato salads and things come in a bucket, and but all their hot food is like Stouffer's, and it's frozen, and they bake it, and some of it's very good. A lot of Stouffer stuff is really good, but like their lasagna and things, they don't make any of that. We did our fried chicken. The breading wasn't from scratch, but it was amazing. Not that I could eat it now. I still fantasize. I liked that chicken more than KFC. And we did our rotisserie chickens. And what else did we do? We made like the bologna salad and ham salad. Well, the bologna salad they call sandwich spread. I call it bologna salad. But we just saved the ends. We saved the ends of all the lunch meat and tossed them in the fridge. And when we had a big container full, we would bake them and run them through the grinder and mix in some mayo, a little relish, and they sold like crazy. It's like, if you people knew that was like the leftover lunch meat, would you still think that was so fabulous? But it was good. The ham salad in particular I liked. And what else did we do? Sometimes we made the egg salad from scratch, but not always, and I never was sure why. And we had some, I don't know if you'd call them desserts or salads, but like the fluffy, whippy things that have marshmallows in them. Like the thing that's made from marshmallows and pineapple and Cool Whip and pistachio pudding. Those sort of things we made from scratch. And the Oreo thing where you layer Cool Whip and chocolate pudding and crumble Oreos in between the layers. Those are all made there, as well as High-End Bakery. That sounds lovely. So we would probably have to go down into Pittsburgh or into the the actual suburbs around Pittsburgh to find groceries like that. Although I don't know if they would actually be considered suburbs. I think that's more like neighborhoods. You know, like Seattle has neighborhoods rather than suburbs. I think Pittsburgh has neighborhoods. Ambrosia, that's the word I was looking for. So that, you know, pistachio ambrosia thing, don't eat that when you're drinking ginger. You know, like don't take a spoonful of that in a swig of ginger ale. That's bad. I found that out on my lunch break one day. It's like I had just made some fresh of that and I grabbed a ginger ale. I was like, no, that was a bad move. It foams up in very unexpected ways. Morning, horror guy, how are you today? Okay, was that right? That looks about right. Okay, I counted rows correctly. That does not, I don't know how people knit really complicated socks and color patterns and things on stream because I can't talk to you guys and count. It's like, oh no, so it wasn't paying attention again. So how are you this morning, horror guy? Oh yeah, just in time. I was supposed to be done by now. I'll hang out for a few more minutes. Yeah, I'll do another couple of rows. Whoops. Yeah, not paying attention. Okay, I can already feel that this is using different muscles. My hand in the morning is going to be like, what were we doing? Oh, yeah. Five, six, 7, 8. Okay, so I have to do 10 repeats of the pattern. So I have a couple more to go. You're good. It's like 10 a.m. there. You're going to wait till late afternoon to finally stream. Okay, well, I'll be sleeping. I'll miss you. What are you going to be streaming? Do you have a plan? Tonight I didn't have a plan until just before I started. Fortunately, I had that hat that was only halfway done from last night when I hadn't known what I was going to do. Might play 2 games at one go, Luigi's Mansion 1 and Resident Evil 1, both on the GameCube. So like in a split screen or on 2 separate systems? think I could do that. Oh, okay. I was going to be really impressed. Isn't Resident Evil the one with the creepy nurses? I think I remember that. The creepy nurses and the fire down in the mines, and that really creeped me out because there is a town in Pennsylvania where there has been a fire burning in a mine for decades. Coal mine, probably. Okay, 1, 2. Where is it? Silent Hill. See, isn't Resident Evil the one where you have to go down into the, not mine or tunnels or something, and there was some sort of a mine accident supposedly, and something about somebody's daughter being trapped down there? Because it was a long time ago. I might be talking about some dream I had or something. I know Silent Hill. I see now the first Silent Hill I never saw. My husband played the one with the teenage girl at the mall, which I don't know if that was 2 or 3. And then he played one that was some guy, some single guy. Or maybe he was, I'm so confused. They all run together. But see, I don't play those games because they creep me out. But I watch other people play them, and I still dream about them. But my husband played a couple of Silent Hill games, and the one I watched the most was the one with the teenage girl in the mall. Okay, is Resident Evil the one that in the movie Mila Jovovich, or whatever her name is, was the main character? And that had to do with a lab and zombies. And some sort of an accident in a research lab or something. But yeah, my imagination does. I don't watch movies like that either. My imagination does not need the encouragement. Yeah, basically a lab with spreading a zombie virus without a care in the world. Yeah, I remember the movie. I don't know what I'm thinking about with the underground, the mind thing, and the zombies and zombie nurses. I know that there were zombie nurses. I suppose that might have been a different episode of Silent Hill. Because, like I said, the Silent Hill I remember the most distinctly is the teenage girl in the mall, where she's trying to figure out how to get out of the mall and back to her dad. And there are like evil dogs with split heads in the subway on the subway tracks. Birding mom. Gee, people wouldn't do that. If there was a virus or flu that easily spread, everyone would stay home, put masks on, and be reasonable. Yeah, one would think. At least this one hasn't turned anybody into a zombie yet, that I know of. Okay, let's do one more row. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I really do have to get the heck off of here. Thank you for making me laugh. I really needed that tonight. Yep, lots of brain seems to have fallen out. Okay, then that must be what I'm. For some reason, I didn't think that that was Silent Hill. And so maybe I did watch somebody play Silent Hill 1. I know that the first one he played was the teenage girl one, which I was either the second or third. But I don't remember. maybe 3. Maybe it was 3 with the teenage girl. She had blonde hair, I seem to remember. It's like I can almost remember her face. I just remember that I'd sit and watch him play that in the evenings, and then I'd go to bed and dream about it. So maybe he never did play Resident Evil. Maybe I just remember the movie from that one. Okay, let's see. I don't have too much farther to go on this, but my hand is starting to cramp up. It's been a lot of knitting the last couple days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I'll do one more row, one more repeat, and then I'll do like 4 rows of just the rib and then bind off. And that's it, easy peasy. And it makes it's a nice texture, for a washcloth. And for me, the difference between a knitted washcloth and a knitted dishcloth is the dishcloth needs to be scrubby. That's why those diagonal garter stitch ones work so well. They need to be scrubby. This a face cloth to wash my face, I want to be softer. I want it to have some texture, but I don't mean for them to be exfoliating. I mean for them to be luxurious. So anyway, I am gonna head the heck off for tonight. Thank you guys for hanging out and being so supportive. Thanks for, if any of you raider people are still here, thanks for the raid. Thanks for the bits. Thanks for the hosts. Thanks for the follows. It is good to see you, Mom. I hope that I see you streaming sometime soon so I can, come and heckle. And I'll be back. And I really do, you guys, I really do feel a lot better than I felt earlier this evening. It was a rough day. And okay. Horror Guy says Silent Hill 3, The Girl in the Mall, has a lot of disturbing stuff when you consider that every monster attacking the girl is a metaphor for sexual assault and childbirth. You know what? I didn't make that connection at the time, but looking back at what I do remember, but I can see that. But I'll be back tomorrow night, about 11 p.m. Eastern Time in the U.S., and I don't know what we'll be doing. Maybe we'll do some more of this, or maybe I'll get my act together and get something ready to spin. I just, I watched some of that Gotland Lamb. I just need to card some more of it. So maybe I'll get my act together and do that. We'll see, but I'll be here, barring any unforeseen circumstances. And y'all have a good night, and I'll see you next time.